right, go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Paige. I was the writer for The Secret of St. Anthony's. Sorry, Colin was right there. And I'm a biology and public policy sophomore at UNC.
Amazing. So the idea for Secret of St. Anthony's, that was originally your idea, right?
Yes, that was my idea.
So where did that idea come from?
It comes from the fact that I'm dating someone in this secret society.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of, I used this as like the way that I think about it is it was kind of like I built a table so that I could just like throw all of my weird feelings about it on it. I really wanted just like a medium to try and like detangle some of these like really weird relationships that come out of like being with someone in a secret society and like knowing a lot of people but like not actually knowing anything about like what they're doing. So that was like where it came from. Was
kind of cathartic.
Yeah, it was cathartic.
So how'd you go about writing this? It's a complex idea. What'd you keep in mind?
Yeah, initially I wanted this project to be a little bit more hands-on from the people actually in the secret society. I wanted to like get some feedback, like maybe confessionals, like things that they want, like a narrative that they wanted displayed for people. But they did not want to be a part of this at all.
They did not.
No, and it was kind of like it felt very much like we were in the deep end as soon as we dipped into the pool. So we just had to like roll with it and make it work. So what I tried to keep in mind was that they were going to be watching this. I did receive messages that like they were going to, as soon as our final project was out, they were going to be watching it and like in contact if they didn't like it. So I was trying to be very mindful of like what narrative I thought they might want about themselves out on the internet, and to not like actually dig into anything that might be there.
Yeah, what kind of like, you talked about like what they want, like what kind of social commentary did you want the film to show?
Yeah, I think the social commentary that I wanted to get into is the fact that like secrets are kept secret for a reason, and like either that's because society as a whole doesn't accept it, or like whether you're ashamed of it. And I kind of wanted to dig into like the relationship that we have with ourselves and with our secrets, and then with the way that we interact with other people because of our secrets, and the way that we interact with other people's secrets, and how it like can like either disconnect or connect people. But I think that that narrative had to kind of be shifted because we had to address the fact that like not all secrets are like bad or meant to be shared, whereas I think my original lens was more that like if you're hiding something, it's usually for a reason, and just to like kind of approach that in a way. But
yeah, I like that. You talked about the frat wasn't super willing. What were some other challenges you faced while writing and all that stuff?
Yeah, I think a lot of it stemmed from the fact that the frat wasn't very willing. So trying to find sets for most of this was just like the impossible task. We had to crowdsource a lot for different like houses and like buildings, and everyone was so incredibly willing and like hands-on with this. So I don't think this project could have happened if everyone wasn't so invested in making it work like it did. And I'm just really grateful for the team and like everything they were willing to do to like make it a cohesive story and make it look right.
It really takes a village. So is there anything different that early wished happened differently or wished happened in a different way in the final product?
I think when you ask this question, two scenes come to mind. The first one is the like reveal as to like what was happening like for real in that like initiation ritual. I think in my like ideal version there would have been some cutback and there was like actually something pretty nefarious happening, and either that was like, oh, like she's initiated now and like we got her to see this nefarious thing, or like it was like, oh my gosh, we were about to do this nefarious thing and we got caught. So I think I would have done that in some way, and then I think the ending could have been really like fleshed out and like really driven our point home if we had a chance to like film a lot more, but people's schedules were very restricted, so I understand why it happened the way that it happened. But I think I like our final product. I think everyone did an amazing job with it. But
yeah. And then the last question, what is the big thing you want your viewer to take away from this project?
Ooh, okay. I think the big thing I want viewers to take away from the project that's out now is that you're not entitled to everyone else's story. People are allowed to keep parts of themselves that they want, and like all of us do this. We're all just projections of the things that we want people to believe about us and the things we want to believe about ourselves. So just letting people have space for themselves internally is very important.
All right, wonderful. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.